we've talked about this before, but as we get into 2023 and especially 24, 25, all of our friends that only hit us up when BTC hits new all-time highs are going to be crawling back into the market and, buying stupid stuff at the top. Let's identify some of that stupid stuff for them right now so they can, from the future, hi guys, come back here and watch this stream and we can laugh at you and say, this is what you should have listened to back in March of 2023. Because I can identify all of these things right now. Like, it's so clear to me, and I want to get your take as well, Ewok. And I know, you being just primarily a complete hexagon, I don't know what all you see in the rest of the market, but I like to also keep tabs on some of this other garbage just so I know what's going on. But what do you think, other than the obvious ideas, like, staking on exchanges, leaving crypto on exchanges, all the typical things that people need to avoid? Right now, we're already seeing these big influencers like, I'm not going to name names. Just go to the biggest crypto YouTube channels. They have like literally millions of subs. Okay. You're going to see all of the big time money, VC backed, boring, redundant projects, layer ones, layer twos, blah, blah, blah. The same tired thing that you've been hearing, man, since last DeFi summer, basically, in like 2020, maybe 2021 at some point. You're just going to hear more of this stuff now. We have Aptos launching, which, I don't know, Solana 2.0. I think it actually works is the difference. Optimism is layer 2. Arbitrum is the huge layer 2 that everybody's like absolutely obsessed with right now, and all these airdrops and everything. To me, that's the stuff that I don't really want anything to do with. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, you will get X's from it. You will make money. You could make money from it. Like, I mean, Aptos has already done like a 3x, or something, and of course crashed back down. But these
but
things
at what risk? At what risk, though? That's
exactly
the problem.
Yeah. So I'll let you hit that part up for me. Yeah. Why do you think there's increased risk with stuff like that?
Well, it's unproven. We don't know. I don't know much about it, so it's not fair of me to say, stay away from it because I know there's a lot of centralized entities getting into this stuff. How much of it is backed and by who? We just don't know. So I stay away from anything that I'm just not familiar with. I'm very comfortable with DeFi. I'm very comfortable with holding my keys, and maybe some of these platforms or currencies have that as well. I'm just in a good place, so I don't explore out too much and take many risks. I'm not too worried about a 3x really at this point
Right.
because I know what's coming. And I really think I really think Pulse Chain is going to set off our bull market for us once this stuff starts to launch. I think this will be the early bull market into the rest of the markets. I think it'll kind of flow in nicely. I just don't think kind of going back to what I was saying earlier. I just don't think we're there yet. So yeah, I'm just not messing around with that stuff. I'm concerned on focusing on what I'm interested in and what I think is going to have the most returns for our dollars.
Australian in the chat looks like he actually may be into that stuff. He says, "You minions live in an echo chamber. If Hex went away tomorrow, it would not change anything except your bags."
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he's an Aptos guy. I'm not real sure.
Well, I'm not sure what he is, but Bitcoin could go away tomorrow too, and it really wouldn't change anything except for their bags. So
yeah,
it's kind of going to be hard for. I want to touch on this because it's going to be hard
yeah,
for Hex to go away. I've said it many times before. That contract is going to keep running whether this alien guy likes it or not, and there's not a whole lot he can do about it. There's unless they shut down the Ethereum chain, Hex will be here. There are people that are locked up for 15 years and just not going anywhere. So I really wish people would just kind of get used to it. And if they don't like it, move on. Kind of like I said, I don't like Aptos or any of those. I'm not putting it down. I'm not interested in it. So I don't talk about it. So,
Well, I am putting it
there you go.
down, and yeah, basically what I guess I was trying to lead you to say is that all that most of that stuff is all VC backed stuff. Which and I'm not in a vacuum criticizing VC backed stuff or anything like that, but all these people, like especially Arbitrum right now, they're all in on likely some kind of backdoor deal that already happened. They got in at a price. The token hasn't even dropped yet in Arbitrum's case. So like all these influencers, obviously, that that's part of my portfolio. Yeah, I mean, no shit, it is, because you got in, on the ground floor before anybody else when nobody was able to do that before. So that's
Right.
going to be the big thing to stay away from. Is like, and I know maybe to most of the people other than Australian that are watching us right now, they understand that when you go to these big influencer channels, and you guys know who they are if you've been around crypto for even 6 months, that's not the stuff that you should be interested in. Like, likely if they're talking about it or it's in their portfolio, most of the gains have evaporated. And who are we kidding? It's still crypto. I mean, it's probably going to do well,
Sure.
compared to legacy finance. But, just keep in mind, there's the best stuff, and I think this goes for any walk of life, is not the easiest stuff to get. Especially in crypto, the largest gains that we can still have lie in the things that are tougher to get and
Right.
still have people like Australian, shit talking them and stuff like that. And you have to have balls to actually participate in this market, unlike some people. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just kind of the way it is. So,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
I agree. I
go
agree.
ahead.
If it's easy to get, you hit it on the head. If it's easy to get, and if your favorite influencer is talking about the top 5 cryptos this week, um, like I said, you probably want to stay away from it anyway. Find find the ones that are, like you said, a little tougher to get, a little harder to obtain. Eventually, they'll become mainstream enough where that won't be the case, and you'll probably wish that you had got it when it was a little more difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But it is a thing though. Like, I mean, more focusing on people that will be coming into this market over the next couple of years. Yeah, just keep that in mind. I mean, like, you really have to monitor the content that you are consuming, and just know that, like, in crypto, this market moves so freaking fast that you do want to make sure that you are really doing a lot of research, looking for different people to follow that are actually sincere, and understanding what are the actual good products, in this market. So, yeah, amen on your friend Sami. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Australian, no hate, no hate. Follow your friend Sami. If you want to get some fluffy socks on and
Mhm.
have a friend, yeah, go
He's your
follow your
guy.
friend Sami. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's your
he's your
guy.
guy.
Yeah, all love from your friend Sami. So,